Hey everybody, Steven here, and today's going to be a different video, kind of branching out, trying some new things with content on this channel here. Um, Historically, I'm an Xbox and a PC guy, and this is my rig. I've talked about the stuff that I've done, slowly upgraded everything with it. I still need to get around to doing some video reviews of some of the stuff that I have here, including the chair that I'm in right now, but most of the time I'm doing videos off the PC or playing Red Dead Redemption 2 online on the Xbox One X, but today is going to be different. I'm going to start kind of highlighting, showcasing some of the other consoles that I play with here and talking about the games on that. And this is primarily because we just actually got the Nintendo Switch here, and it's something that I've had on my list that I've wanted to kind of mess around with. I've played it at like a GameStop or something like that, at Walmart for a second, but I haven't really kind of dived deep into this console. And we ended up selling the Oculus Rift just because the new ones are out and I'm saving up for that. I didn't want to flip that and take that money and put it right directly back into that. I actually wanted to try something else, but the guy that bought it from me ended up giving me half of it in money, and he gave me the other half in the form of an Xbox One S. And so we ended up selling the regular Xbox because we have an Xbox One X, and we kept the S for the other TV, so me and my son play games online together. And we sold that one, and then we sold his Nintendo DS, and basically just flipped those in order to get this. And it was kind of one of that thought being like, he already has a DS, why not get something that's more powerful, that's really, really cool. And I really wanted to play Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that was my main drive force behind getting this. It's literally just that game, just because of all the reviews, and I grew up playing those games on the Nintendo. So just wanted to share my thoughts kind of so far. We do have a protector on it here that we just got, Smart Tree. The only problem with the protector, at least the one that we got, is that this will no longer fit into the docking station like this. This is really just a on the go. So if I'm just playing this on the go, I'll do that. Now it'll still charge with the USB-C connector there, but the reason I saw this one, I was like, I want to get that, is that I can actually just slide the controls right out of it while it's still in it without having to take it apart. I didn't realize that it wasn't going to be able to slide into the dock, so that did present a problem with that, but really it's for on the go. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on there. We got this from GameStop used. We got that, the Zelda case, a wireless controller here with it, and that was on sale, so I got that, I think 25% off new. The case was used, so I think we got it for like 11 bucks. And then the games that we have in here, we ended up getting Mario Odyssey. We have Just Dance, that's for my wife and son, because my wife really wanted an interactive game, and this is a little bit more friendly for those types of party games when we have family over, versus the Xbox or obviously my PC. I'm not going to crowd people around this, or when I had a PlayStation, same thing. I just picked up Super Mario Maker 2. That game is phenomenal. We have Super Smash Bros. That's more of like a party type game. But like I said, my main driving force with this was actually just for Zelda. So the handful, because we got this about 5 days ago. So for the handful of hours that I've actually been able to play with the game, it is definitely worth all of the hype that it has been getting. And I'm gonna go ahead and boot this up, and we'll go ahead and switch while I talk about the rest of this in a top-down view. That way you can actually kind of see me playing the game and messing around with it at this point. And I'll share a little bit more of my thoughts on whether or not this is worth it. And so far, I definitely think it is, but I'll get into the nitty-gritty with that. All right, sorry for the weird angle. There's really no way to play this without a horrible glare. You can see right there. But let's go ahead and power this on. So on the top here, we have the power button, then we have the volume buttons, headphone jack, which surprisingly is really, really good. I'm using my HyperX headphones, my old ones, but this is where I actually put the game in here. And then go ahead and boot this up. I think part of that glare is going to be exaggerated by the tempered glass also. Let's see what the volume is at. There we go. I mean, that's pretty loud. I'm actually going to turn that down a little bit. There we go. We got the home button here. I mean, basically kind of like your menu button here and here, home button. But that is the game. Very good looking. And you can change the screen brightness and all of that in settings. That's going to affect, obviously, battery life. Everybody that I've seen play this says that you really get about 2.5 hours on Zelda. So the other thing to invest in is going to be kind of like a charging either case, or you're looking at just like I have a external charger, the 10,000, was it the milliamp one, but that's another thing that you're carrying too, so something to keep in mind. But let's see what we got here with these guys. Ah, run. So let's go. Now we can kind of see. The only thing I will say with this game is I am not a fan of the controls, at least the layout of the controls. It's decent, but it's one of the things you can't remap on this game. So out of everything, that's really the only complaint that I have so far. Everything else is awesome with this game, but the controls themselves, there just should be that ability to remap, and there is not. So like I said, I just really want to switch them up. So jump is up, which I've been playing Xbox too much, which is why. Oh, got him. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh. Let's go up here. And a couple things I've read about this game too, which are interesting, is that the frame rate is actually, or the resolution, or both, are better when it's in handheld mode. So we have a 65-inch TCL 4-screen TV downstairs. It plays really well on that, but it looks just as good in handheld mode. Biggest thing here is obviously that I can take it on the go. The controls a little bit different because we have this other controller right here that we mess with. And let's see if I can actually get this propped up, because there is the kickstand on the back. So we can go here. And then if I actually mess with this controller here. And now, I'm gonna change that a little bit. Shift this down a little bit. So now I can actually sit back and play that here. It's actually brighter on the phone, I just noticed, than it is when I'm looking at it, but I guess my eyes trying to adjust. like I said, you can actually tweak that. It does sound very, very good when you plug in a headphone set. And you can take the, if you needed to, you can actually take the joysticks out and just set up the screen and then play them with your hands at your side, kind of like I am this controller. Obviously, I'm not going to take this controller around with me. I just thought it was cool that I could connect the other ones if I wanted to. Otherwise, I could just detach from the back here. Get these pulled down here. There we go. What are you doing? There we go. And now I'm just kind of holding them free in my hands here. And you can keep playing, which is awesome also. Or they have the, I don't even know what they call it, like the little Joy-Con deal where you can basically slide these in and it becomes a joystick versus in your single hands. They also have the outside sliding deal that'll cover that up, because this can turn sideways when you want to use it as like for a two-player game and you just have this, it'll turn sideways, which is awesome. They also have it so something will cover this up if you're just going to use this and we don't want to accidentally press buttons. So overall, I am super happy with this. Like I said, I've only had it 4 or 5 days now, but I think it was definitely worth it. Mario Maker 2, I'll probably do videos on that. There is a way to screen capture all this stuff. I don't have an SD card. The 32 gigs on board seems to be plenty for just the games, because I'm not downloading the games, I have the physical copies. Now if I was going to download, that'd be something else, but since I do have the physical copies of the game, I'm not worried about that. I think with getting the SD card though, I can export longer videos and then just port them over to my PC and do that. I've also seen videos of guys that are modding this and actually playing this on their PC as well, so updating the graphics and literally just using mods on it. But I don't think I'll go that deep with this, but I still think that's pretty cool. The performance compared to like an Xbox One X or my PC is obviously not as good. I mean, it's nowhere close, but this is still a great looking game, and it's really the story that you're after, and then the gameplay itself. So like I said, I'm happy with this buy for sure. It'll be something cool that we get to play on the airplane when we take trips or when we take road trips, which we have one coming up later this year that we can mess around with. And just the, like I said, the exclusive games that they have are really, really awesome. If you are looking for something portable, obviously great option for you. If you're looking for something that's, because they have games like Doom and stuff like that that are coming to it that are people are really, really stoked about as well. And I haven't got to play that yet, but I've just watched videos of it and it looks cool to be able to take that in your hands. And it's a cheaper buy than, for instance, I've been looking at the gaming laptops, and I mean, I want one for content creation also, so now you're looking at $2 grand with something like that, where this is just a cheaper buy, right? And you're not needing it for like a tablet function necessarily. So if you're game enthusiast and you like the story driven games, and you're not tied up so much in graphics that's a deal breaker for you, this is, like I said, it's a great buy. But we're also kind of seeing a lot of the same games. I mean, they're coming out with The Witcher 3 on this, but like I have The Witcher 3 on PC with everything that looks way better than it would look on this, but it's also not portable unless I get a laptop, and a laptop's bigger than this. So there's pros and cons to all of it, but like I said, I'm definitely super happy with this. I'm definitely excited to get deeper into this game too and see what more it has to offer. I've literally just gone through the first part. I haven't really done much outside of that. Minus the not being able to mess with remapping the controls, I don't really have any, like I said, complaints with this game. The remapping of the controls is a big one though, because like I said, I really wish I could change how this, because I still press the wrong button a ton with this. Ooh, let's see here. Like I'll push B, which usually is A on like an Xbox, and on this it's not. And because of that, I push the back button a ton. So, but that is it for this video. Kind of rambled on a little bit there, but I wanted to just showcase some gameplay for it. And like I said, do a different format where really just talking about the stuff that I'm kind of getting into at this point, and just sharing my thoughts on it. So that is it. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.